take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. It's time!
Welcome back, the Church of MMA podcast. I'm Taylor Cragen.
My name is Mason Knight.
Man, what a crazy week. Not only a crazy week in the MMA world in general, but just a crazy week overall, man. People are
this is
freaking
nuts,
out.
Man. This has not happened in our country since the influenza panic of 1918. So over 100 years ago. It hasn't happened since then. So this is crazy. This whole coronavirus thing shutting down, everyone self-quarantining. It's wild. It's crazy. I mean, we were joking around about it for a few weeks, and then it hit us, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
everything's shut down.
Oh, now it's actually serious.
Yeah, now
we actually have to be a little scared. I'm a little freaked out, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you?
Just in the slightest bits, because everything I've seen, like Joe Rogan had that expert on his podcast not long ago, and essentially all the experts are saying is, we're fucked. You're gonna get it. It's gonna happen. Most people you know are gonna get it. People that you know might even die from it, especially your elderly or health inclined people that already have underlying health conditions. So this is a pretty serious thing. I mean, at first I was just laughing at it. I mean, I'm sharing memes about it. I thought it was the funniest thing ever, but people were just freaking out. But no, man. No, everything I hear, it's pretty serious.
Yeah. Well, and there are real consequences for stuff like this too. So
yeah.
I mean, but memes are funny, and as much in tragic situations, I think at times it is appropriate to just make a joke about it, just to ease the tension, because I feel like everyone's panicking right now, and yes, it is a very scary time, but we got to relax. We got to regroup, rethink things. People quit going out there and buying all the toilet paper.
Yeah, toilet
paper. Get yourself
paper.
a bidet. That's what I do. Okay, I've had a bidet for 5 years. I don't fuck around with that shit, man. It pressure washes your bum hole. It makes you feel clean. I've never had more confidence walking out into the workforce and just in everyday life ever since I've had a bidet.
Yeah, some of the funniest memes out there right now are all ones about what to do in a situation when you're out of toilet paper. People just running up to escalators and using the escalator thing.
Yeah.
Just real stupid shit. People rubbing their asses in the grass. Man, it's just wild. And it's wild because I really didn't think it would affect me personally. Mm-hmm. And and it kind of is with this UFC stuff. Dude, we just started this podcast.
Kind of is. What do you mean, man? I mean, even our town's on lockdown basically right now.
Oh, well, fucking Walmart's wild, dude.
We live
in
Washington.
Black Friday out there.
We live in Washington State, one of the most cases per state by state basis in this country, and we live in it right now.
Yeah.
There's well over 500 cases here. So
yeah, wild.
Yeah, it's just it sucks. This whole situation sucks, but
it is what it is. Really. Like Max Holloway always says, it is
what it is. Yep.
Well, shit, man, we had a card this weekend. There was it was a little weird one. There was nobody in the crowd.
Yeah, no one in the crowd. I know, and I was actually looking forward to the UFC Apex fights. In Las Vegas when they rescheduled the other two, but that fell through. We'll talk about that later. But I like that. Like when you watch a Contender Series or Ultimate Fighter, towards the end of it, you could watch those fights in the Apex, because I like being able to hear the fighters. I loved being able to hear the coaches on this card. Mm-hmm. I thought that was fun. I mean, when they spoke English, some of them were speaking, a different language, but when I could hear it, I did enjoy it. I enjoy those elements of the sport. Or hearing the fighters breathe hard, like Johnny Walker fight. That camera got right up there. Normally when you hear the audience, it drowns out any of the audio in the cage. But
and you could hear the coaches
you could hear him breathing hard. And it was like, dang, this guy's working.
It was kind of wild because after the co-main event, Gilbert Burns just started screaming, yelling something in Portuguese, and I had no idea what he was saying, obviously. But it was just weird because you could hear it echo throughout the entire arena, and it's just so wild that
it's kind of an eerie feeling.
It's weird because that's kind of impactful. It kind of shows you how serious it is, because normally when you go to Brazil, it's just the fucking wildest crowd you could even think of.
Brazilians love their mixed martial arts.
Oh, and they freak
they love
out.
Their jiu-jitsu, man.
They freak out in the crowds. They freaking love this shit. They freaking scream bloody murder. They let you know they hate you just because you're not Brazilian.
Yeah. it's a wild crowd.
It's pretty prejudiced, but you know what? It is what it is. Whatever. Anyways, man, I got to give a little shout out to Amanda Ribas. She had a great fight on the prelims. Did you get to see that fight against Brandon Marcos?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
She looked like a world beater.
Yeah.
I mean, she, probably not, but she looked great. She looked fantastic.
She looks like a future contender. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on Marcos. She's not top level competition in this division. She's got a lot of L's on her record, but she still has some of the cleanest boxing in that entire division. She's very, very good with her hands, and the way Ribas just put it together totally outstruck her on the feet.
Yeah, she
dominated her on the ground when those ground transitions happened. So she looked really, really good. I'm disappointed that it wasn't Paige Van Zandt in there.
Yeah, I know. She broke her arm again.
And I'm not gonna say I'm a Paige Van Zandt hater, but I'm absolutely off that hype train. And that's the kind of girl.
For her to be like a world champion.
Oh, she's not ever going to be a champion. She's going to be one of these Conor McGregor-esque type B-list stars that the UFC has that they're going to put in because people are going to show up to watch their stuff. She's like she said it herself.
She's still good. She's still definitely good enough to compete in the UFC, unquestionably.
Absolutely.
But I don't think she'll be a reigning champion by any means either. And you know what? She's got a lot of businesses and stuff.
Yeah,
she's doing really smart things, making a lot of money. So
she says
power to her. But I do agree with that.
Yeah, she says she makes way more money on Instagram than she does fighting for the UFC.
Oh, I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
I no doubt about that.
When I hear shit like that, I'm like, well, then why are you fighting?
Because she loves it, and
because she's a competitor and she wants to compete in some way, and so. Kudos to her for that.
Oh yeah,
but
and I want to see her fight too. Yeah, she might not be a champion.
No,
but she does put on an entertaining fight. She's not someone who doesn't deserve to be there because she definitely does, and she can whoop ass too, just like anyone else.
She's somebody that can build stars, so people can really build their names off an opponent like Paige Van Zandt. Right. That's why Macy Barber was calling her out so much. Macy wanted that. She saw it as an easy victory, but she just saw it as eyeballs. People are going to show up to watch Paige Van Zandt fight. And if you beat her and dominate her in the way that Macy Barber knows she probably could, man, that's just so good for your career. So, yeah, shout out to Amanda Ribas. She looked absolutely amazing. I'm going to be watching most of her fights from now on. She's definitely on my radar, future contender in that division for sure. But I think we should get right into our picks.
Alrighty.
First fight we did pick Brandon Moreno and Jussier Formiga.
This was a great fight.
Great fight.
Some of the exchanges, the grappling exchanges going back and forth. Like there was in the first round, towards the end of the first round, Formiga just slips, like trips him and just gets right on his back, like within a second. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That was like such a fast
choke.
transition. I could not believe that.
Yeah, it was amazing. Great transitions, great scrambling, great jiu-jitsu displayed by both men.
Yes.
Defensively by Moreno, offensively by Formiga, but even just it was just a wild fight from start to finish. I really didn't know who was winning. At the first round, you kind of give it to Formiga. Second round, I had no idea who won that second round, honestly. I thought it was Moreno.
Really? You gave the first round to Formiga?
I thought the first round Formiga won. I mean, dude, he was dominating on the feet, I thought, at least. I mean, both men were trading pretty well.
Yeah.
And plus the grappling transitions were wild. I had when it came to the end of the fight, I had no idea who fucking won that fight. I thought Formiga maybe.
Really? See, I was pretty confident.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Maybe I gotta. That's one that I definitely got to go back and rewatch, just because I just got sidetracked with so much other shit.
Yeah, I just rewatched it today as well, and I thought the same thing. I thought he won 29-28. Yeah.
Okay, good, because I saw some people thinking that it was controversial, especially maybe out of Formiga's camp, but
no, I didn't think so.
Great fight.
Great fight. I got 3 points on that one. I picked Brandon Moreno by decision. Almost went with a third round TKO if you listen back to it. And I go, no, I want a decision. I'm going to go Brandon Moreno decision. So I was like, yes, good. Because I was freaking out. When I went back, I was like, did I really say third round TKO? But no. So I had a Moreno decision. I got 3 points on that one.
Where does Moreno go after this? Does he deserve a title shot?
Yeah, I do. I think he is next in line. I mean, I don't know who else. You got 1 and 2 fighting each other again on that rematch. You got to have Moreno fight. I mean, he just beat the third ranked contender in the world.
Would you be mad if they decided to not do the rematch with Joey B and Figueiredo? If they just decided
went
to do
Moreno? Not at all. No, I would be totally fine with that.
I agree. Formiga's a freaking huge name. That's a big feather in your cap, man. If you're taking out a guy of that caliber.
I thought he did it pretty decisively, honestly. And yes, there were some great exchanges. There were a lot of great transitions, but I saw Moreno winning that fight, no problem.
Yeah, Moreno's super impressive, dude.
Anyway,
that guy's fucking savage. Not only in his striking, but his jiu-jitsu as well. He's shockingly good on the ground, especially when it comes to. Every time I've watched the guy fight, he's just been a striking battle, and he's just fucking outstruck the guy every time. He uses great boxing, so. you know, it's kind of shocking that he's so good on the ground, especially with a fucking freak athlete like Formiga, man. That's just amazing jiu-jitsu. Next fight, Trinaldo versus
McDessie.
Mark McDessie. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I totally thought McDessie was someone else.
Oh, really?
The whole time I was talking about him on the podcast, I was totally thinking of someone else. And
were you thinking about the Mohawk guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
The black guy.
Yep,
that's who I thought it was for a second.
But ironically enough, he was on the London card the next week.
Oh, he is?
Yes, he is on that London card. Oh, I should know his name, but I don't.
Whatever.
Oh, Mark.
Daisuke? That's why it's Daisuke or whatever.
Daisuke or something, yeah.
Yeah. That's who I thought I was talking
That's
about.
so funny. And we even picked that fight and everything. That whole time you thought that's who
the whole time
picking.
I was talking about someone else. No, that's funny, but John McDessie did impress me.
Yeah,
he looked good. That was a great fight, but Trinaldo, Jesus Christ.
Surprised me, and he looked for going all 3 rounds, he looked pretty good. Yeah, he got a little tired, but that's understandable. Like he actually looked really good in this fight. I was shocked.
And for a 63-year-old dude, he looked like a fucking he looked amazing.
63-year-old. Put some respect behind that name, boy.
Dude, the guy's 79 years old. He's fucking he looks like a lightweight UL.
I know,
honestly.
he looks
He's a fucking
scary.
savage. He is scary looking. He looks like he'll fuck anybody up. Even doesn't matter how big they are. It's pretty wild how well these people can perform with their ages like that. Like, dude, you're 43 years old and you're performing like you're fucking 23 out there. It's wild. This man's going back in the time machine or something like that. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's wild. I totally expected McDessie just to outclass him. Nope, couldn't do it. Trinaldo's just a vet, dude. The guy's just got so much experience.
Yeah, he's top of his game.
Yeah.
That's a 2-fight win streak now. He beat Bobby Green and now John McDessie. So what do you see next for Francisco Trinaldo?
Anybody, dude. You can give him anybody. I mean, he just did fight Alexander Hernandez, took that L.
Yeah, he did.
And, so maybe he doesn't get a ranked opponent, but it doesn't matter. The guy's just a vet, and he's got such a big name, and everyone knows who this man is, so there's going to be people asking for that fight. There's going to be people trying to build their names off of him. There's a lot of up-and-coming talent at 155. Maybe even Renato Moicano versus Trinaldo one day. That'd be a great match.
That wouldn't be a bad fight.
Yeah, it really would. And it'd be a huge step in competition with this Moicano, because the way Moicano finished his last fight, we'll get into that.
Yeah, that fight was crazy.
Yeah,
that was
wild.
Wow.
That was wild. But I did not take Trinaldo. I took McDessie decision.
Yeah, I took McDessie 3rd round, TKO.
Granted, I thought it was someone else, but damn it, I still took him. Still took that L. No points for me. Next fight, boss. Johnny Walker versus Nikita Krylov. Holy shit, was I wrong. Couldn't have been further from what actually happened. 0 points again for me.
Yeah, that sucks. I did have Nikita Krylov in this fight. I can't remember what
you said you had first round submission.
Submission, that's right. So I got a point there. But yeah, this was really a battle of, okay, we've got the knockout artist versus the guy who's going to take you down and try to just tire you out. Yeah. And that's exactly what he did. Nikita just implemented his game plan and just stuck to it all 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Anytime he could get close enough to grab him, I feel like he was trying to take this thing to the ground, because he knew Johnny Walker, he's not nearly on the same level.
Oh, no.
He's a superior striker, but just his jiu-jitsu is just not on that level.
It's non-existent, really. I mean, shit. The guy was terrible off his back. Let's be not trying to shit on Johnny, but like, dude, it was hard to watch at some points, because he was doing absolutely nothing. He was just getting dominated completely with the top pressure, and at no point, like, he probably got up from one takedown in the first round.
Yeah, he did.
And then the second and third rounds, I don't think he got up once.
No.
I think once he got taken down, he was staying there. There was one sweep that he got in the beginning of the 3rd round where it was a nice sweep, and he ended up in top mount. But within 3 to 5 seconds of being in top mount in that 3rd round, Nikita Krylov freaking scrambled to his feet and got out and just completely outclassed him on the ground. Johnny Walker, he's with a great gym now, especially for us, a hobby, especially in terms of jiu-jitsu. Like, he's one of the best in the game when it comes to MMA grappling. I mean, look who he's fucking got. Gunnar Nelson, GSP, fucking Aubin Mercier. Like, dude, he's got savages on the ground. He's a great ground coach. He's one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners in the entire world. But man, I really think that he needs to sit down with Johnny Walker and go, dude, let's take a year off. and let's just develop your ground game because it's not there. It is not at the level it needs to be because there are so many people in the top 10, top 15.
And that's what's really going to make you an elite striker is the least you can work on your takedown defense to where like no one can take you down.
Yeah, his takedown defense was not.
But he doesn't have good takedown. No. Yeah. And that's the issue. If you're not good on the ground, at least make your takedown defense top notch and at least work on that all the time, every day, so that you do not get taken down.
Yeah, look at the people who are elite strikers in the UFC overall. Look at Wonderboy. He's got some of the best takedown defense in the entire game. Izzy, takedown defense and best takedown defense in the game. You know, you need to have good takedown defense, dude. If you're going to be a wild striker like Johnny Walker is, if you don't have takedown defense, it is the easiest way to get a win against you.
And he that one spinning back fist in the first round, I thought he was going to knock him out with that. And
they were landing big punches.
Nikita just took it on the chin like it was nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah, I was very impressed with Nikita because, man, that's a big fucking dude you're taking down like
very
that.
Big.
Very big, powerful.
Yeah, Johnny
dude.
Walker's 6'6". People forget that. 6'6", 205 pounds, you know, coming in. He probably walks around at 235.
Yeah, and he was implementing a lot of the same techniques that Khabib uses. You know, he was really tying his feet up against the fence, not allowing him to get up.
Putting all of his weight on him, even when he was standing, just suffocating.
Really, really was suffocating and just demoralizing, man, because after rounds like that, Faraz, in the second round, after the second round, Faraz came up to him and said, "Oh, you won that round, man. This is your fight."
Yeah,
I
thought that was strange. I was like, no, I didn't.
You did
I
not
didn't
win
see
that
it.
round.
No.
He got dominated all.
Maybe he was just trying to give him a little bit of pep or whatever, pep in his step. But I did not see him winning that round at all. I was.
Sometimes
really
that's what you got to do.
Yeah,
you know, to just get your fighter a little bit motivated. You know, so I understand stuff like that. But man, Johnny got exposed tonight.
So what do you think here? What do you see for Johnny Walker? What do you want?
I want an unranked opponent.
Okay.
Unranked opponent. I don't care who. Could be anybody. Just get him a win. Get him a comfortable win. Get him one he can get in the first round. But I do think Frost needs to sit him down and go, dude, let's work on your jiu-jitsu for a year. Look at these people who have taken breaks. Neil Magny just came off of 16
He looked
months out of
better
the
than
game.
ever.
Looked amazing.
Yeah.
Looked like his not only developed his jiu-jitsu, his striking, his overall game. Man, he looked 10 times better than he has in his last fight. So Johnny Walker, look at that. Take a break, boss, man. He really needs to develop some of his skills, especially in the takedown defense areas, man, because you get decent takedown defense, he's going to be a problem for almost anybody in the world in this division. The guy's a fucking savage.
Yeah, he is.
You know, he connects once and he has the chance of knocking you out. So, you know, but Krylov, man, where do we go with him from now? Like, he's got to get a big fight. That's a big name you take out.
Yes.
So, you know, who do we have in the division for him to fight? You know, maybe Krylov should fight maybe a Thiago Santos as a comeback fight or something like that.
Wow, that's pretty high up in the rankings, though.
Yeah, but now Johnny Walker was 10, so he's got to be at least 10, maybe 8, 7, something like that. Probably 7's the highest he'd go, but you never know, man. Freaking Thiago Santos has got to get a comeback fight. And, you know, I don't
What do you think about Corey Anderson coming off that loss?
Oh, that's a great fight as well. Mm-hmm. And I don't think it's as big of a knockout risk for Corey Anderson, you know, and it's 2 grapplers, so they'll probably stand and bang, but that'd be a great matchup as well. I think Corey Anderson needs to take some time off as well. You know, you get sent to the shadow realm. Every time you get sent to the shadow realm like that, it's a little bit easier to send him the next fight. So he needs to take. That's another guy that needs to take a little time off too, just to get his chin ready. But no, yeah, man, I don't really know, man. Who's even available in that light heavyweight division? He ain't gonna fight a Dominic Reyes.
No.
You know, Dominic Reyes is banking on that rematch. He ain't gonna fight a Jan Blachowicz. Jan Blachowicz is
Volkan Ozdemir.
Oh,
I don't know if he has
that's a great fight.
But yeah,
I
don't know if he has a fight scheduled, but
Volkan Ozdemir is a fucking savage, dude. That guy's got some of the best boxing in the entire division. And his boxing looked like it developed even more after that freaking Ilir Latifi fight. I don't think he's taken a fight since, correct? I don't believe so. That's a great matchup. Krylov versus Volkan Ozdemir, make it UFC. That's a great matchup. I would love to see that fight. Renato Moicano. Who did he fight? I don't know. What's his name?
Damir Hadzovic.
Oh, that's
Hadzovic.
Right. That's right. Damir Hadzovic. And Hadza, holy shit, he got choked out real quick.
44 seconds in the first round. This was so fast.
Yeah.
I just felt like it was on the ground and then over.
Oh, and it was...
And he sunk that
took his back so quickly.
He did. And it looked like he... we didn't see too much from Damir, but it did not look like he was supposed to be in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, 45,
Yeah.
I mean,
45 seconds getting choked
44
out.
seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
dude,
it seemed like he took the back a little too easy, though, is what I'm saying.
Oh, very.
It seemed like he overwhelmed him, Moicano.
Well, I don't even remember how the fight even went down. It happened so quickly. It was fucking. Did he just charge in and start swinging wildly, Demir, and then he just got
Yeah,
out?
kind of just took him down. Yeah,
dude, that was wild. He took his back so fast, and it just looked like the second he took his back, I was like, oh no, it's over. Because when you're dry and you take someone's back, you're not sweaty at all. It's just so easy to sink it in. And the second he got under the chin, I was like, oh, it's done. Just tap right now, dude. You're fucked. And then when he tapped, Moicano got up and was pissed.
Yeah, and was like,
was he so mad? And he was like trying to start another fight with him, and he was so angry.
I didn't understand either what the beef was, because then he was like, I'm not mad at him. I'm just frustrated with this situation. My wife is pregnant, or my girlfriend's pregnant. She's carrying my son. And I'm like, hold on.
Why are you mad?
No, we're asking why you're pissed off at the guy, why you were trying to start shit after the fight.
Yeah, well, I
thought it was weird.
Right before Martinez gave out the official announcement for the win, I guess it was on camera, so everyone heard it. Moicano walked up to him and it's like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm just mad the fight didn't last longer. And then he goes, then why'd you choke me out? Don't choke me out next time you want to fight longer, man.
That's so funny.
That was wild. Yeah, Moicano was fucking just he was pretty angry after that fight. Even in the interview afterwards.
He's probably just under a lot of stress or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a little strange.
Yeah, I think everybody's stressed, not only just because of this coronavirus bullshit, but just think about it. You don't know how this is going to affect your paycheck, especially down the line. Like the UFC's talking about wanting to keep these fights going, but nobody really knows.
I know. Because the first person who gets coronavirus, any fighter, and they're shutting the whole shit down.
So everyone's got to be stressed out about this shit. Co-main event of the evening: Gilbert Burns and Damian Maia. Whew.
And man, for the 2 minutes this fight was on, it was fun.
It was entertaining.
It was very entertaining. Yeah. I thought Maia was going to win it.
Yeah.
When they were on the ground and he took his back, and I was like, oh my God, I think he's gonna get something. Gilbert Burns, though, is an elite jiu-jitsu practitioner, man. Yeah. He looked really, really good. He was able to escape. And then when Maia was trying to full mount him, I like how he just slithered like a snake
underneath him. That was amazing. I've never seen anything like that. That was wild.
It was really beautiful. Like
he shrimped without using his back. It's like he just shrimped with just his legs. It just fucking snuck right out from under there. That was wild. I've never seen any transition like that.
I'm telling you, Damian Maia can end. He could have ended him. He could have ended him there, and he just slithered his way out. It was beautiful.
It's honestly, it's really amazing. Like Damian Maia, he's got to be one of the best jiu-jitsu guys the UFC's ever seen.
Instant Hall of Famer. Instant Hall of Famer, unquestionably.
For sure. Yes. The guy's absolutely amazing. And he's a dying breed right now because you don't see jiu-jitsu specialists in the game.
Nope.
You know, nowadays, everyone up and coming.
Everyone's well-rounded.
Exactly. Everyone's well-rounded. No one's a specialist at anything anymore. Everyone can do everything well, but no one's a specialist at anything anymore, other than like a Damian Maia, Khabib, and all that.
The thing, though, about being a specialist is Damian Maia is so far superior in that one thing that he specializes in, which is jiu-jitsu. Like, you see even the best of the best, these guys who are athletic, young, like the way Damian Maia just dismantles them. And you're like, dude, this guy's 41. What is he doing? How is he doing this?
It's wild to watch.
But it's just because he's such an elite grappler, you know?
Yeah, it really is wild to watch, man, because the guy's just so good. It's almost crazy to watch because you're just like, man, how do you get this fucking good at one art? Because his striking's horrendous.
Yeah,
it's terrible. It's fucking awful. The only person in the entire of UFC that has worse striking than Maia was Ben Askren.
Yeah,
he was the only one. And when they fought, when they were actually standing and banging, you're like, dude, what the fuck are you two doing? Get down to the ground right now.
Yeah, and 2.5 years ago, this is where his 3 losses came from, all by decision. Okay, all by decision. Okay, Tyron Woodley, Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman. All at one point had the belt within that, you know what I'm saying, from here to then. So it's like all he was fighting was savages, even being 39, 40 years old.
Yeah.
Like he's incredible.
And he was only losing to championship caliber
exactly.
opponents. Like,
well, yeah, because his next three fights were wins. Yeah, 2 of them by submission. So
wild.
1 against Ben Askren, you know.
Wild. When Gilbert Burns landed that left hook, I was almost a little shocked the ref didn't stop it, but then when you look back, Maia wasn't knocked out.
He wasn't knocked out. He was knocked down for sure, and looked dazed.
And he was not going to get up, but you know, some refs might have called it right then, but honestly, I'm not mad with the stoppage.
No, neither am I.
Plus, Maia, I think he was kind of hoping they would have stopped it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he wanted to take those extra shots because those weren't really the best shots ever.
No, they weren't.
You know, Gilbert kind of gave mercy shots because he knew it was over.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. It was a great fight, though. Gilbert Burns, holy shit. Dude, I knew this guy's striking was elite, but his jiu-jitsu, man, he might be one of the best jiu-jitsu guys in all of welterweight right now. I can't think of any that might be. I mean, he just beat the best jiu-jitsu guy
he did.
in the UFC, period. So, and he just... Maia was full mount and he scrambled out. So that's just so wild to even think about. His jiu-jitsu is so next level. I don't think there's anybody that can compete with him on the ground in the welterweight division. You know, maybe someone can out wrestle him and hold him down with the top pressure. I'd love to see that. Maybe a Colby Covington.
I would say like the elite fighters definitely can hang with Gilbert Burns. I think on the ground, I think Colby's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tyron Woodley's another one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Usman's another one of them. So I think those three definitely. But I'd be interested to see those matchups.
Mm-hmm.
And now that he beat Maia, I mean Maia was ranked 5. Gilbert 12. So after this win, we could probably see him sit at 6 or 7.
Yeah, he needs
if not getting that 5 spot immediately.
Yeah,
it's a possibility.
Yeah, where does he go next? I know he's going to be in our MMA news segment here in a few minutes, but you know, who do we match him up with? There's so many people. There's so
Michael
many
Chiesa.
people. That would be a great fucking fight.
It would be.
That'd
be the perfect
fight. I really would, because it'd be jiu-jitsu elite specialist versus jiu-jitsu specialist that can also bang. Both guys can bang. Michael Chiesa is trying to out-wrestle Yale constantly.
Of course.
That'd be a great matchup, because I don't see Chiesa getting the Colby fight or anything like that. So
no,
why not? That's an absolutely.
And I think he needs
matchup.
one more. And what's the best way to get it? Beating a guy like Gilbert Burns, who's just coming off a win, you know, against Damian Maia.
Mm-hmm. It's now on what, perfect. 5-fight win streak?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's 3-fight win streak in the division, but still 5-fight win streak. That's, you know, especially in the UFC, it's ridiculous to get up even on those.
Yeah, streaks. Michael Chiesa, you know, has won 3 in a row. Carlos Condit, Diego Sanchez, and his last fight. Rafael Dos Anjos, yeah.
Wild. Yeah, man, things are really stirring at 170 right now. There's a lot of movement. A lot of chess pieces are coming into place. There's a lot of contenders coming up. Man, very exciting for the division. I think we just move right in, man. Main event, Charles Oliveira versus Kevin Lee. Wow, what a wild fight it was for those first 2 rounds.
It was.
Wild exchanges on the ground and on the feet.
Mm-hmm. This fight went everywhere.
Oliveira's striking is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. This guy is sneaky good on the feet. His fucking check uppercuts and check hooks and this
How about those front kicks?
The front kicks.
Front kicks were landing too.
Front kicks to the face and the body, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He looked amazing. His striking is really, really reminding me of a fucking Tony Ferguson, dude. He looks dangerous on the feet. And we already know nobody wants to fuck with him on the ground, period. Which is wild that Kevin Lee was even trying to go for takedowns. I mean,
yeah, I thought that was weird, but that's just Kevin Lee's wrestling in him. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, I think you're going to take the guy down that has the most submissions in the UFC. Mm-hmm. Like, you got to have some serious confidence in your wrestling, man. What a wild fight. Wild grappling exchanges. There were times when Kevin Lee's leg was bent backward. You remember when his leg was caught up? They had the legs caught up into each other going for those 50-50s.
Heel locks, rather, yeah.
Yeah, when he was going for the heel hooks. But shit, man, there was times Kevin Lee's knee was just getting reaped inside that little grip he had. When he had his leg wrapped around his knee and he's freaking trying to get into full mount at the same time, man, that had to have had so much pressure on your knee like that. That had to hurt so bad. Kevin Lee is just so fucking tough. God, it was just wild. And in the end of the first round, when Kevin Lee was on top, dropping bombs, he landed some huge shots right on the chin of Oliveira, and he just ate him like they were absolutely nothing. Didn't phase him at all. He just kept coming forward the entire fight. Second round was just as wild as the first. Fuck, man. Those are crazy exchanges. I don't even know how to explain some of the jiu-jitsu that happened. It was almost the same shit that happened in the Gilbert Burns Maia fight. Like, they were just slitherings and just
and
little
for whatever
wild
reason,
scrambles.
I feel like Brazil brings that out in fighters.
Yes, it does.
Where it's like you see way. I'd love to see the statistics on how many submissions are done in Brazil when a card is in Brazil, based on the rest of the world. Because it just seems like whenever I watch a Brazil card, there's more submissions. Maybe that's because I look for them more, maybe, but I don't know. There were a lot on this card.
Yeah. Yeah, they're always whipping out the jiu-jitsu specialists on any Brazil card. Yep. You know, you gotta bring it for the fans. They love watching that shit. But man, when he had that freaking submission early in the third, it was guillotine choke. Just jumped on. It was a jumping guillotine, standing guillotine. Holy shit, that looked tight. The second he had that, before they even went down to the ground, I was like, oh no, it's over. Poor Kevin. I just knew it was done. I was like, he's not getting
that
out
was
of
so tight.
It was
that was so
tight. And
you could see it.
The only person that probably has a better guillotine than that man might be like a Brian Ortega. But even then, like, shit, man. I don't see anybody in the world getting out of that.
Oliveira threw that kick, and Kevin Lee was trying to come in, and I don't know if that caught him or whatever, but you see Oliveira, and he just sunk that choke. That choke was so deep.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't getting out of that. I don't care who you are. Like, and I knew it was over, too. As soon as they went to the ground, I was like, Kevin Lee's going to tap here.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that. You know, Kevin Lee tapped 6 or 7 times, clean as day, or clear as day. You know, what do you think about that?
Yeah, well, obviously, I think he went out.
Yeah. You
know, we're talking about how he tried fighting afterwards. It was obvious tap. And then the second he let go, that's when Kevin Lee kind of came back to and started engaging again. And the ref's like, no, stop it. It's over. It's done. You tap. Kevin Lee goes, I didn't tap. What are you talking about? I didn't tap. He had no idea what was going on.
He says, look at the tape.
Yeah.
You tapped.
Oh, you tapped. It was clear as day, buddy. You tapped. And I think it was just a situation where the man went out, came back, came to. It's probably the same thing that, you know, Ben Askren says the fucking Robbie Lawler went out and then came right back to. Who knows there, because he gave the thumbs up and shit like that. But there was no thumbs up with this.
No, there was not. And it was a clear tap. We should talk about Masvidal. I know that's kind of part of MMA news, but I thought his criticism of that was a little overboard, only because I don't think Kevin Lee was trying to cheat. Or oh, I didn't tap. I think it was a situation where he just went out and he didn't realize that, because you got to understand, that's instinct. When you're losing blood, when you're losing, and you cannot breathe, your fear and all those hormones being released into your body, he might have tapped and not realized as his lights were going out. Yeah. And then when he came back to it, he's like, oh, I'm in a fight, you know?
Yeah, plus guillotines are one of those weird chokes where not only does it cut off your air and your air supply, but it also cuts the blood to your brain. So
that's what I was saying. Yeah, the blood too. So it's just it's a weird situation, but I don't know. I don't think there was any malice or any ill intention for Kevin Lee. I just think he thought he was still in the fight.
Yeah, Jorge Masvidal was not happy about that. So what exactly he said was, here's his tweets. You should be cut for this bitch move. Tap and try to continue. One of the lowest things you could do, hoe-ass bitch. Then he tweeted again. First bitch move, misses weight. Second bitch move, tap and try to continue. Disrespectful to the sport, and that's the lowest thing you can do. Man, that was kind of dirty. Really taking shots at Kevin. I mean, let's talk about the missing weight situation. That's just something that you can't do. You know, if you want any respect in this sport, you got to be professional. And what does a professional do? He makes fucking weight. He makes his contracted weight. And it doesn't matter what you have to do.
There are scenarios every so often where I understand why a fighter doesn't make weight. You're not feeling good or this or that.
Yeah, well, plus it's Brazil. Yeah. You know, it's fucking got to be hard to cut weight in Brazil. You might not. Some hotels probably don't even have bathtubs and stuff like that, which really help for the weight cut. So, so I'm not shocked. This happens a lot in Brazil. People don't make weight, especially when you Mexico. When you go to Mexico City for a card, stuff like that. This shit happens a lot more than people notice. So it's no excuse. It really isn't. Oliveira,
you have to make weight. That's part of your job.
You know, and if you ask Oliveira, hey, do you want to not have to cut those last 2.5 pounds? I'm sure he'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't want to have to cut those 2.5 pounds. Those last 2.5 pounds are killing me. He's a big boy. That guy's 6'2", I think.
Yeah, he's
6'1", 6'2" for lightweight. He's a fucking huge lightweight. That guy used to fight at 145. Another one that you just look at and you're like, Jesus Christ, what are you doing cutting that much weight?
No idea.
Why would you fight at 145? Dude, you look like you're walking around at 190 pounds. Wild. He's huge. I mean, Kevin Lee's a fucking huge 155er as well, but he made Kevin Lee look small.
Yeah, he did, definitely. I thought Oliveira was a lot bigger than Kevin Lee. I mean, size-wise, for sure.
Yeah. You got to make weight. It's what you got to do, man. You got to make weight. And there's no excuses for that. Hire a nutritionist, hire whoever you need to hire, man. You got to make weight. George Lockhart, he's probably one of the best in the game to do it. Hire that man. Yeah. You know, he knows all the little dirty secrets. The man's been helping all these fighters cut weight for fucking 20 years now. So do what you got to do, man. You got to make weight, especially when you take an L like that. Think about how much money he probably made. How much money he even spent on the camp. I bet you he lost money for this camp.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. He spent a lot of money up being in Montreal. Not only in taxes and fees and bullshit, but, you know, it's unfortunate for Kevin. It really is. You know, I think it's time, boss. Let's get right into MMA news. So essentially, we just got to start off talking about this coronavirus, dude. People are fucking scared. People are freaking out, and now it's affecting the MMA community as a whole. You know, we have all these cards coming up: Columbus, Portland, London, fucking Khabib versus Tony in Brooklyn.
That one better. That's the only one. Cancel all of them. It sucks, and I'd still be so upset, and I hope they don't. But if that means we save the Khabib versus Ferguson, then by all means, please make that happen. Yeah. We have to have that fight. Quarantine those two. Look, I will pay $70 for the pay-per-view just to watch those two fight. That's it. You don't need any other fights. Just bring those two and their coaches. That's how bad I want to see that.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
It's time, dude. It's time we finally get that fight. We can't be doing this again. Not for a fifth time. My heart cannot handle this.
Honestly,
but really it can't. It's just so irritating.
I feel like it's divine intervention, or I don't even know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like you cannot have the two baddest motherfuckers on the face of the planet fight each other because it throws the weird time-space continuum out of order and everything just goes into complete and utter chaos.
Yeah,
That's what I feel like it is.
Yeah, what if this fight is destined to not happen because if it does happen, that does mean the end of times?
Seriously.
What if it's like a biblical thing?
I know. It's like becoming that. It's crazy why these two just can't, we can't ever see this fight. It's nuts.
It's so crazy. If this fight doesn't happen,
I will be so upset. I will be so upset.
Freak the fuck out. Like, I don't even want to talk about it really. It's because just talking about how this fight's not going to happen just freaks me out. Yeah, it freaks me out. But you know, there is news that we can talk about. UFC London, they just announced last night they're canceling it. It's not happening. Mm-hmm. And they gave Leon Edwards, I believe,
4 hours?
4 hours notice. Dude, get out of the country within the next 4 hours before the travel ban hits, and then you could still fight this weekend, but we're going to have it in America. The fights are happening in America. And Leon Edwards was just like, dude, I can't do that. I'm surprised. I'm sure he didn't even try. You know, I don't blame him.
No, he probably didn't.
No.
And he tweeted something to the extent of wanting to fight. Like his whole life, he's wanted to fight in his home country on a main event.
Yeah, so sad.
Do you have it?
No, I don't have it. But it's so unfortunate, man. Oh, actually, I do have it. So this is Leon Edwards MMA. Last night, I went to sleep still with some hope that UFC London would continue next week. I woke up this morning to the news that it won't be. I have been working with the UFC on possible solutions to keep the fight alive, but unfortunately, with such a short window of time, nothing was viable. Myself and my team, our fathers, husbands, sons, and brothers, not all of us can leave our family members right now. I wish we could have found a way for our fans. I truly do. I've been dreaming about headlining a UFC show in my home country since I started this sport. This cancellation is truly heartbreaking. I have never worked harder and never been more prepared for the biggest moment in my career. But I know the whole thing is hurting right now, and this is bigger than me. This is bigger than sports. All I can hope is for that you all stay safe and look after each other as we get past this and move forward. I'm humbled by the thousands of messages of support I've received in the hours since the announcement. I truly appreciate you all and feel a lot of love right now. I look forward to this event being rebooked when it was safe to do so Tyron and I can put on a show that you all deserve. Please take care. We will all get through this. Rocky. It's honestly, I feel for the man.
Oh, of course.
He's about to headline not his first main event, but his first main event at home, in front of his friends, in front of his family, in front of all the people that support and love him. It's just got to be so unfortunate.
You got to think about the months of buildup for this fight too, and the anticipation and the training camps week in and week out, and then for it to get pulled last minute, it's got to suck.
The money spent, money spent on coaches, nutritionists, fucking dietitians, people that help him make weight, blah blah blah. Like he's probably spent thousands and thousands of dollars of his own money, and now, like I'm sure he's not getting paid. You know, why would the UFC pay him a show money if they're not even going to fight?
I know.
You know, maybe he gets paid a little bit of compensation, but it ain't going to be a full
It's not going to be much. Nope.
Yeah. So unfortunate. It really sucks that this shit is going on, man. And it's so wild that it's coming down to the fact that they need to just fucking cancel these events and move it.
I know coronavirus must be something else.
It's on 6 days notice.
Yeah.
They're going to try and move a fucking card across the
It's
Atlantic
not going to happen.
Ocean.
Trust me. It's going to be canceled.
Well, let's talk about this future. So Tyron Woodley says, I'm fighting this Saturday no matter what. I don't give a fuck if I'm fighting on YouTube.
That's what Tyron
That's
Woodley
what Tyron Woodley's coming out saying. He says, dude, I'll fight
$5 says he turns down that Colby Covington fight,
Well,
though.
let's get into that. So Colby Covington is on Twitter, and I will pull...
Yeah, pull that up. But I'll give you my 2 cents. Yeah, Tyron Woodley can say that, but I highly doubt he's going to take a last-minute fight against Colby Covington. Yeah. I do not see that happening. There's no way. I think he'll be the one to turn that down. I don't think that fight will happen, period.
God, you think Tyron will be the one to turn it down?
Yes. Against Colby Covington last minute, yes. Totally.
Wow. So Colby Covington on Twitter, word on the street is Leon Scott is out. That's a dig right there.
Yeah,
Calling him Leon Scott. The UFC and America need a hero. Who wants to see America's champ put the MAGA cap on and beat the fuck out of At T Woodley live on ESPN next week for your entertainment and my own personal pleasure? So,
okay, so I'll ask you this. Did Woodley say anything back to that?
No, he did not tweet back. So he blocked Colby on every social media. So, but Colby did reply to some people on Twitter saying Colby's not going to take that fight.
No.
Essentially, that's what Tyron's saying. Tyron's saying he's spoken with his management, and Tyron is saying that he's fighting this Saturday. He doesn't care who. Colby is his number one choice. That's what he says.
Really?
He says Colby is my number one choice just because he fucking hates Colby.
Yeah, I know they hate each other, and don't get me wrong here. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying Tyron Woodley's scared of Colby Covington. That's not what I'm saying. The only reason why I don't think he would take it last minute is because it is such a high-risk fight. Yeah. It is such a high-risk fight that I just don't – for where he wants to go in his career, it wouldn't be the smart – if he won the fight, it would be the smartest thing because you're beating Colby Covington, who just came off his loss to the champ, Kamaru Usman. But I just think it's too big of a risk. I don't think Tyron is going to want that.
Yeah, so Gilbert Burns replied to Colby Covington saying that, and he says, my jaw is broken, motherfucker. I don't know what that means.
Oh, because Colby Covington said, or people thought his jaw was broke. Yeah.
So I guess he's just talking shit. Gilbert Burns is saying that he wants that fight as well. He wants to fight Tyron Woodley on 1 week's notice.
I don't know if he can get medically cleared for that, though. Even though he didn't take any damage in the Damian Maia fight that happened yesterday, I still don't see that. I don't see how they're going to clear a fighter to fight again in a week.
RDA has also come out and said that he wants to fight Tyron Woodley on 6 days' notice. Says he can also make 171. Says he's on weight and will not have a problem making weight at all.
Okay.
But then he also tweeted this out 2 hours ago. I think my brother at Gilbert Burns deserves to fight Woodley this weekend. If for any reason he can't, I'm ready to step in if the UFC needs me. I heard Colby is also set up for the fight on Saturday, so if Durinho gets Woodley, let's do it old school Grand Prix style. So he said he wants to fight Colby if that fight isn't made. Because we got to know, half the card just got fucking shit canned. Half the card's already in London and can't get back into America. Mm-hmm. So not only are they trying to get a new main event in 6 days' notice, they're trying to get an entire card. Prelims, main card. They need like 12 fights.
That's crazy.
It's fucking
I don't
wild,
foresee
dude.
that happening.
This is unprecedented. Yeah. This has never happened in the sport ever. I think since... I think they said since like the 90s or something, like UFC 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. Like, this is how unprecedented this is.
That's crazy.
They've never had to make a fight on this short of notice, but they got people that want to fight. Mm-hmm. It's just now the hard part is, let's get into the news about Nevada State Athletic Commission. They came out and said that they will report Nevada State Athletic Commission suspends all combat sports until March 25th due to coronavirus. So that fucks essentially the next 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, at least the next 2 weeks.
At the very least.
They could even further those sanctions.
They could.
Or further that, whatever you want to call it.
They could, because everyone, Dana White and the UFC wanted to bring these fights to the Apex, the brand new Apex Center, which is now where they do the Ultimate Fighter and the Contender Series. You know, they don't do it at the old UFC building. So this place is state-of-the-art. It's essentially another PI. Yeah. You know, and it's a badass place. So this is where all the fights were supposed to happen, but now... with this Nevada State Athletic Commission bullshit, they can't even have the fights there. They can't even have it in their own backyard.
Not for 2 weeks.
You know, so where do they go? You know, we have 49 states in the union that have confirmed cases of this bullshit, and all these people are freaking out over 25. You know, how many cases do we have confirmed in the U.S.? Maybe 500.
No,
not even 500.
No, there's 500 just in Washington State.
No fucking way.
I'm dead serious. Yes. I'm dead serious.
No
I'll
fucking
show you
way.
right now.
Google that shit. Pull that shit up, Jamie.
I will.
No. Why? What?
Yeah.
500 in just the U.S.?
Now,
I mean, in just Washington?
Not deaths. I'm not saying deaths.
Yeah, in confirmed cases.
Yes.
What the fuck? Okay, this is blowing my mind. I didn't know this shit. Well, There's not going to be a single state athletic commission that is going to want to sanction a fight right now. Nobody.
Over 3,000 cases in the U.S. right now.
Holy fuck. I didn't know it was that high.
Yes. More continued 5 hours ago. Cairo 7 News. It's loading. It says Seattle is up to... Okay, this is 5 hours ago. 420 total cases and 30 new cases and 37 deaths.
Oh, my God.
The statewide report is 772.
Wild. So it's
already up to 772.
So it's bigger than I could have even imagined.
Yep.
I mean, maybe we are just overreacting. Maybe but that would mean literally fucking every government in the world and every state and local government's overreacting. Like, it can't be.
Well, there's already 3 cases now in Clark County.
I'm not shocked about that one, also. Yeah. But where are they going to have these fights, man? They have literally nowhere to take them.
I have no idea.
I mean, they're going to have them on a fucking Indian reservation somewhere. That's the only thing I could think of.
Well, yeah, that's the only place that'll allow that.
Yeah.
Even if they allow it, I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. Even they got to be worried about fucking the coronavirus, you know?
Well, yeah.
Wild. I don't know what's going to happen, dude. I don't even... we can't even do a fucking preview show because we just don't know if there's even going to be a card.
We don't even know there's going to be a card, or also that, but we don't even know the fighters that are going to be on said card.
Yeah.
So we can't make picks or nothing.
It's so crazy, dude.
It's going to be weird. We might be on a little bit of a shutdown here ourselves because there might not be nothing to report on.
Well, shit. Think about it. I saw a thread on Twitter about Italy today. And they said within 3 days, it went from people going to the movies, still people hanging out outside, being in groups, going to bars and shit, to literally everything being shut down and only things being open are pharmacies and grocery stores.
Yep. And
you're not allowed to leave your house. If you get caught outside your house without a permit, you get fined $300.
That's crazy.
Fucking wild, dude. It's to the point where they have National Guards fucking walking the streets. And if you go out at night and they confirm that you're infected and you go out at night, you can face 1 to 5 years in prison.
Wow.
Yeah, just for leaving your house while being infected.
That's so wild.
Wild, dude. So that shit could be coming. If we get a full-blown government shutdown here in, like, say, Washington State, they say, hey, everyone needs a mandatory shutdown. Fucking everyone has to stay in their homes or else you get fined. Like,
you know what?
That shit could happen, dude.
It very well could happen, but if it does, as long as we're allowed to still have internet.
Yeah, as long as I can watch the fights, I'll be good.
As long as I could, just have internet, I should be okay for that.
That's a news story in itself. The UFC trying to keep these fights going, dude.
I know the only sporting...
Is that kind of like... I like it because it'll be entertainment, and I really want to see this Khabib card, but, I mean, are we putting these fighters through unnecessary risks?
No, I don't. I think, so that's actually an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
I think if you have coronavirus tests and you test everyone before each event for the people working the event, not obviously no audience or anything like that, but the people working the event, your cutmen, your cameramen, your security, you get what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. If you are able to test all of them before you have the fight card, including the fighters and referees, you get my point, judges, all of them, test everyone involved. If they're all tested and everyone clears, I don't think it's unnecessary. But if you're not testing anyone, it is extremely careless to be having these events if you're not testing everyone working in them.
At least the fighters, because there's blood everywhere.
Well, not just at least the fighters. I mean, because the fighters can pick it up from the corner man or the cut man, rather, working on them, putting Vaseline on their face or something. So no, everyone needs to be tested. If they're not testing anyone, I think it should be shut down. I do. I mean, if this coronavirus is really as like a big a deal as what everyone's making it, and obviously, have you ever heard of the bell curve?
No.
Well, that's the reason for the whole quarantine, right? So the bell curve, right? We would have so many cases that it was overwhelm our healthcare system and our hospitals.
That's a huge problem in Italy right now.
Scenario.
So most people are dying in Italy right now. Not just because they have it, but because they can't get the attention that they need because it's so overwhelming.
Exactly, and that's what we're trying to deviate from. That's what we don't want to happen here in our country. So that's why we're going on quarantine, because the cases, everyone's still going to get it. Literally half the country will have coronavirus no matter what.
That's what everyone's saying.
Yes.
That's what all the experts are saying.
That's what they're saying.
They're saying at least 1/3 of the country will have it.
But we want that to happen over a 12 to 18-month period and not over an 8 to 12 week period.
Yeah, which is what's happening everywhere else.
Exactly. And that's why everyone's quarantined now. So that way it kills off some of the virus. It's obviously going to be around. Everyone's going to get it at some point. I just hope I get it before I'm 70.
I think everyone collectively fucked up, and that means government-wise, because we should have shut down our shit back in January. Russia shut down their shit in January. They had fucking zero cases. Literally zero cases, zero deaths. Everyone fucked up.
I think we astronomically fucked up with this whole coronavirus thing. We should have banned travel to anywhere that had it. Period.
Completely shut down the entire borders.
But politically, that means you're xenophobic or what?
Yeah, you can't.
No,
be
it
doing
means
that.
the safety of the people. That's all we're saying here. It has nothing to do with anything else except the safety and health of our people.
Yeah. So
this doesn't mean you're xenophobic. It's such a stupid thing to say. It's like, okay, so what? So we allow people to have here you go. This is what we have. We have the coronavirus now.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Duh.
Yeah. Well, this is coming out of Dana White's mouth for Brett Okamoto. Next week's fights, UFC Fight Night, London. We'll move to another venue. March 28th, April 11th. We're supposed to be moved to Las Vegas. We'll be moved to another venue to be denounced. The fights will go on. They will continue. We're not stopping. A lot of fighters came out on social media and were supporting the UFC.
Yeah, they were. Well, they all want to fight, dude. It's not like the NFL or NBA where, we're still going to pay you. You make $80 million a year. I mean, not that much, but you get my point. These fighters need the paychecks.
They do.
They need to fight. So, of course they're going to back it up. This is their livelihood. They don't have a Nike deal like LeBron James does. Like, they're literally like feeding. Point. Yeah, they're feeding their families fighting 3 times a year.
Yeah.
That's all they got. Because everything else has fucked them over, like the Reebok deal and stuff. So they don't have sponsors. They don't have any of that extra cash. I totally get it.
Yeah, I do too. If they're willing to put their lives on the line inside the cage, I'm not shocked that they're willing to put their lives and health on the line with this.
Of course.
Stuff. So I don't know. I'm a little bit conflicted with this whole thing. Part of me wants to say, what the fuck are you thinking, UFC? Cancel everything. It's not worth getting anybody sick. But another's like, these guys got to make money.
Yeah,
they got to get paid. When you're making fucking 30 and 30, then you lose your fight, and then you're already losing. Then you're losing 20 grand of that to your coaches and bullshit.
Yep.
And now you got 10 grand to live on for fucking 9 to 10 months. Like, I get it. I understand it. They can't make fucking endorsement deals unless you're Habib. So
it sucks.
It really does suck. It sucks for everyone involved in the situation, not only outside of the MMA community, but the MMA community as a whole. Because I feel like the MMA community is a pretty tight-knit community. It's not the biggest community, and you people aren't making the most money in it.
No,
unless you're Conor McGregor or fucking Habib, Dustin Poirier, someone of these guys, Max Holloway making $350 a fight. Like, these people are not making good money.
No,
So I understand why they want to fight. I get it. I don't know where they're going to bring the fights, man. I don't know what's going to happen. Francis Ngannou versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik,
which I was looking forward to that. I could not wait for that Saturday, March 21st. Yes. Could not wait for that fight. We're not going to get that.
Couldn't wait.
Or no, that was the 28th. Never mind.
That's the weekend after this next fight.
Yeah.
So I think, if anything, if I was a betting man, I'd put money that this next weekend's fight just doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't.
It gets completely canceled. And
they might find one for the 28th, maybe.
Maybe, but like I was saying earlier, I think unless it's a fucking...
Hold on, that ban's till the 25th?
The ban is till the 25th.
Yeah, so the 28th should be clear.
Maybe. You never know, dude.
They could extend it.
Vegas is essential. I saw a few people were talking about how the coronavirus is affecting Vegas as a whole. Like, the strips are getting shut down, essentially.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the strip is it's on its way. All the buffets are now done. All the buffets got closed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A lot of the fucking tables are getting closed. No one's there. It's like a ghost town right now in Vegas.
Wow.
So you never know, dude. If the Nevada State Athletic Commission can really extend it if they wanted to.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be shocked if they did, because everyone's saying it's only going to get worse.
God damn, you got to feel bad for all those people who paid for vacations and they're just getting screwed.
Well, think about it. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, if we got 3,000 now, and if that goes to 250, 300,000 people infected, 500,000 people infected in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I think the panic's only going to get worse. People are only going to freak out worse. We might see even longer cancelizations.
Yeah, it's true. We might be on full quarantine for 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Dude, if it gets to the point where you can't leave your fucking house for 2 weeks, it's going to be bad. Bad shit's going to happen. People are going to freak the fuck out. I feel like our the people we know probably will be fine, but man, there are a lot of fucking dipshits out there.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that are not very smart and will not know what to do in this type of situation, so
I know, it's so crazy.
Pretty scary to think about.
It is scary to think about because people, like, I'm not the smartest guy. I'm no Einstein, but I'm smart enough to realize, okay, everyone calm down. And but there are some just dumb people who just
really dumb
freak out and just make it so much worse than it needs to be.
Yeah.
But it could get worse. It could get a lot worse before it gets better.
Yeah, so essentially Portland's fucked as well. Portland's canceled, so they're looking for a new venue
Portland's
for that
already.
card. I'm freaking pissed. I was so looking forward to going to that.
You know what though? Okay, obviously this is separate. The coronavirus is terrible. People are dying from it. Like, in all seriousness, and that first off, so I'll address that. However, this whole scenario could actually be like used in a lot of ways to bring new. And it's not a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, because of the coronavirus, yay, good. I'm not saying that. But given the situation that we're in it. That's just a fact, right? This could potentially bring more eyeballs to the UFC because there are no other sporting events on TV right now.
Yeah, so last weekend's fights were not supposed to be on ESPN. They put the prelims on ESPN last week because there was nothing else, because I think they were supposed to have basketball games.
Yeah, but there's no basketball.
But now there's no basketball. So,
and obviously, again, I'll preface it one more time. It's not a good thing, but it is just a facts of the reality of the facts.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. It could be good for the UFC in the long run, especially if they are the only ones putting on fights, if they are the only ones putting on these sporting events.
If you're a sporting guy and it's killing you, there's nothing on, and you might not be the biggest fight fan, but you're like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. I just got to watch some sort of competition. Because you gotta think about all those people in America who watch ESPN, and there's not shit. There's no sports going on. So what are they going to tune into? Oh, well, Saturday, finally, we can watch some sort of competition. They'll turn on a UFC event easily.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't get worse. Hopefully the Nevada State Athletic Commission comes to their senses and allows people to start fighting in April, because the UFC Apex, it's like that's what that place was built for. Shit like this happens so they could still have the fucking fights. If Khabib versus Tony doesn't fucking happen, dude.
How about this? How about we freaking quarantine him right now? Put him in the UFC Apex. Don't let him leave.
Don't let him leave. Just put him in a cage right next to each other.
Yeah, for 6 weeks. Let them bark at each other for 6 weeks. And then let them go at it April 18th.
God, the fight needs to fucking happen. I don't care if they do it on a giant cruise ship in the middle of the ocean.
Okay,
let's Saudi prince.
Let's talk about this, though. Okay, because I think Dana White, and I don't think Dana's going to do this, but let's bring it up. Why not? What if this fight gets pulled? Obviously not Tony Ferguson's fault.
Yeah.
And Dana reschedules it, but doesn't reschedule it with Tony.
Does the McGregor 2 fight?
Puts the McGregor 2 fight.
Dude, I'll never watch UFC
I won't either. Honestly, it'll be a legit ban for me for a year. I won't watch it.
It'll be literally the worst possible thing we could do for this podcast, but we're fucking doing it.
We're doing it. Yeah, well, I'll make a podcast over one championship or Bellator.
Honestly.
I mean, it won't be as fun, but I'll do it. Because, dude, I don't think Dana would do that, honestly, because I think as much as Dana wants the money, I think he knows. He really does know, because he said it. This is the fight you have to make. This is the fight everyone has to make. Everyone has to see in the lightweight division, period.
Well, he said today, that fight will happen. It will go on. The fans are freaking out about it. Don't worry. Khabib versus Tony will happen. My question is how?
No,
how and where, dude? You can't do it in New York. You can't do it in there's nowhere in America that you could do this fucking fight right now. You will have to do it in like Russia or some shit. How are you gonna get into Russia with their borders closed down? Like, he's got so much fucking work to do in these next 2 weeks, just for that card alone. I don't give a shit if you have to cancel all these cards. Cancel Columbus. Cancel the fucking Portland card. Cancel all this shit.
But
that's
I gotta
fine.
see Tony
versus Ferguson.
Gotta see it.
Tony Ferguson versus Khabib needs to happen. That's the one fight. I don't give a shit if you cancel everything else. Get Rose Namajunas on that card too, please. I still really want to see that fight. Just those 4. Get the 4 of them safe, healthy. No one's infected. Do all your testing. Do all your shit. Yeah, you're going to have to. I think you have to quarantine it. Dude, I don't know what the fuck the UFC is going to do.
I don't know.
And it's coming up so
close.
It's
such a sticky situation.
And it's only going to get worse and worse over time. All these experts keep saying that more and more people are going to get infected. The death toll is only going to rise. Look at Italy. Italy's the death toll is rising like crazy right now. Just
crazy.
All of this could have been avoided.
It could have been.
That's the biggest issue with this, is all of this could have been avoided.
That's, I think, the most frustrated thing.
Yes.
Or frustrating thing, rather. And, the United States had 6 weeks to take care of this. Like, we knew that this was happening.
I think a lot of the blame needs to go towards China, mainly because I'm sure they knew about this way longer.
Well, they were lying. I mean, they
they were lying to all the governments about it. You know, they were lying to people back as far as fucking January. We didn't even catch word of this shit.
Well, then those fucking assholes tried to blame it on us. Said we released the virus.
Yeah. Well,
how was that? What?
And then they're threatening us. They're threatening our medical supplies and stuff like that. Like, we rely on China for a lot. Like, not only all our toys and plastics and bullshit like that, like fucking medical supplies are a huge deal. And they're saying that they're gonna stop selling our medical supplies over this bullshit. I don't want to get into politics. It's all fucking, it's pay for play politics. It's all corrupt bullshit.
Of course.
But it's like, it's just fucking stupid, dude. Like, this is affecting everyone now, not only personally, but like fucking, you know, our entertainment.
Well, and I don't want tensions to rise, man. I mean, I don't want us to go to war. Let China be China. Let us be us. Like, let's just. I don't want war.
It's wild.
That's what I don't know.
It's just so fucking wild, dude. It's honestly crazy, and like we said in the beginning of the podcast, we just joked about it and laughed about it. Didn't think it was a big deal, but now it's like, man, it's affecting us, and it's affecting our favorite form of entertainment. It's affecting our podcast. Like, dude, it's fucking.
It affects
it's
everything.
Wild.
Yeah.
It really does affect everything. Now that it's kind of settling in, and I just didn't give a shit about it for weeks.
Well, yeah,
I didn't give
because it didn't affect us.
Yeah,
you know, but now it
does. Now it does. Yeah. So
isn't that incredible how selfish we are as Americans?
It is. It's so true.
It is. But you know what? This kind of a wake up call in the same time too, where it's like we are vulnerable. Like, I think, you know, we have so many privileges in this country, and we have so much to be grateful for that we really do think we're immune. Like, we literally think we're immune to the rest of the world and what's happening. And this is a wake up call.
It's a big one.
It's a wake up call here in the States to be like, hey, this shit can affect us. Like, real world, like, we have it better than anyone else on this entire planet, on this giant globe that we all live on. We live the best. Yeah. Out of anyone else. Yeah. But you know what? This sickness, these viruses, these pandemics, these really can hit us, and they can affect us. Yeah. Tremendously.
And it's not just affecting the poor people. It's not just affecting the people that can't afford health.
It's affecting fucking Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks. Yeah.
Wild. There's senators. Senator Rick Scott from Florida has this shit. Like, like President Trump just had to get fucking tested for, like.
Yeah, we don't even know about his testing.
This disease. It came back today. He doesn't have it. That's at least what
he doesn't.
That's what the news. That's what everyone's saying.
If they were smart, you would be making sure, like, as the president of the United States, that he's like not shaking hands, he's quarantined, he's being careful. I really hope they are. I hope they're smart with it.
I think he was a germaphobe before any of this anyways. I think he was kind of probably one of those guys that does wash his hands a lot and fucking uses hand sanitizer. He seems like a germaphobe. So who knows? Yeah.
Trump tests negative for coronavirus.
Wild. It's just wild that shit's going down like this, dude. It's only a matter of time till a UFC fighter gets it. And what is the UFC going to do when one does test positive?
Shut it down.
They might not have a choice. Yeah, they might not have a choice. Part of me saying, like I said earlier, part of me saying, why haven't you done it already? But another part of me saying, fucking make that Khabib versus Tony fight. That fight needs to happen. I'm at a loss for words, man. I really am.
I know it's crazy times, man. Crazy times.
It really is. In 2020, it seemed like fucking it was going to be the wildest year yet. Went from World War III to fucking global warming to fucking
the tragic death of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, to his daughter, and to now the fucking Black Plague's gonna fucking wipe us all out. What the fuck's going on?
It is a crazy year.
It's been wild. Well, and it's an election year. It's always crazy on election year.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. It always comes up that these viruses and stuff come up on election years. I just always find that just the timing of it.
And this is the only one that people are really freaking out about.
Oh yeah,
remember
we had
Ebola
the H1N1,
and swine flu and all that shit. People didn't freak out like they are now.
People are going crazy. Yeah, people are just you go to Walmart here, even where we live, and it's just completely desolate. Like there's nothing in there. There's no
milk.
Product.
Yeah, there's no milk. There's no toilet paper. Half the fucking even random shit. Like you go into the cheese, like I'm gonna buy a brick of cheese. There's no fucking cheese.
No cheese, nothing.
And
those people at our fucking Walmart didn't know how to order before. They sure as shit don't know how to order now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, they don't know how to order because their shit, before this whole coronavirus thing, I would go there and I'd, like, as you said, cheese, that just kind of, like, triggered something. Because there'd be times I go there and they don't even have fucking cheese. And this is before the coronavirus. So I can imagine how fucking empty that place is now.
Oh, dude, there were people, they had one pallet of toilet paper there yesterday and they were just handing them out. They were like, you can't, only one package per person.
Yeah, per person.
Yeah, and they were just handing them out like it was a fucking bread line.
Crazy.
It was like a fucking communist bread. It's like Bernie won the fucking election already.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, just everything's getting paid.
I can't say that. This isn't a political podcast.
No, it isn't.
But anyways, man, wild. I don't got too much more to say. How about you?
I don't really. Just everyone, wash your hands, stay safe out there.
Honestly, stay
don't
safe.
Don't panic.
No, don't buy toilet paper. It's not going to help. Don't wear masks. You fucking look stupid. It doesn't help.
Yeah, no.
If you're going to do anything, wear gloves.
Yep.
Hand sanitizer. That's the big one.
For sure.
Don't. And if you are feeling sick, so they say the symptoms are runny noses, sore throats. And I guess it's like the common cold, really.
Shit, well, I have all that.
I know.
And I've been sniffing and coughing this whole time.
Dude, it's fucking allergy season right now. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally
well,
okay.
for me, it's allergy season right now. So it's like, is it just my fucking allergies that happen every goddamn year, or am I getting this bullshit? I don't fucking know. I mean, I feel fine, but it's just
you don't know.
Dude.
I mean, there's that 2-week incubation period where you have it, but you don't show symptoms.
Yeah, so you don't even know, and you're contagious through those 2 weeks. So we might be fucked anyways.
Yeah.
Honestly,
that's kind of how I'm not going to big places. Like I'm not going to church or anything anymore. But like, as far as like you and I meeting up or like me in my life, like I'm still going to kickboxing classes. It's not going to drastically change my life.
I'm shocked they haven't canceled those yet. Honestly, those are going to be on the chopping block next. I feel like.
Probably. I haven't checked Facebook. They might have already canceled them. I don't know, but until then, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, well, shit, man. We actually went way longer than I thought.
Yeah,
we
did. Yep. At least we got a full episode in.
Honestly.
So, that's the end of our show. Check us out on YouTube. Type in The Church of MMA. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell notification for all the latest videos.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at The Church of MMA. Give us a follow. We're gonna post funny memes. We're gonna make you guys laugh. We're gonna post coronavirus memes.
Yeah,
hit us up, guys. We'll make you laugh.
Alrighty. This is The Church of MMA.
Peace.